Ronnie Coleman, the King, had unreleased footage in GI exclusive Vault broadcasts. Most significantly, some discussion has been surrounding Ronnie's extreme exercise regimen. Some people, like Dorian Yates, believed it wasn't essential because of the harm. He doesn't believe Ronnie's body improved because of the increased weight. Ronnie believes it to be the main cause of his recognizable figure. Kevin Levrone reveals in a popular GI exclusive why he thinks that Ronnie Coleman's strength is supernatural and a blessing from God. To know more about what these bodybuilders say about Ronnie Coleman, continue watching the video. For more interesting content like this, subscribe to our channel, Bodybuilding Olympians. There's nothing average about Ronnie Coleman or his abilities, as Kevin Levrone makes obvious. Ronnie is a once-in-a-lifetime talent in Levrone's eyes. His hereditary blessings are unmatched by anything other athletes have experienced. He's not just referring to sheer physical attractiveness, no. In terms of his power, he is also a natural talent. In a GI exclusive archive interview, Ronnie Coleman made this remark. He claims to have always been physically powerful. Kevin Levrone describes it with much more respect than he does, despite the humble way he plays it off. Ronnie Coleman did put in a lot of effort. However, Kevin Levrone believes that the outcomes would be different if someone had worked as hard as him. Because of this, Ronnie is compared to LeBron James or Michael Jordan in bodybuilding. And that happens once in a lifetime. Then Kevin Levrone goes further. Ronnie was a treasure, not just for his skills, but also his contribution to bodybuilding. Levrone continues by describing how Ronnie broke the sporting world's perceived limits. That encouraged a group of rivals to attempt to do what he did. Levrone views the opportunity to fight alongside him as a blessing. It stretched the boundaries of everyone by being a fellow rival during that time. This is ultimately the secret to Ronnie Coleman's iconic status. It transcends his prowess or the awards on his display. He motivated his colleagues. He served as an example for succeeding generations. He has altered the game and elevated it beyond what people had previously imagined. Kevin Levrone does not overstate or use excessive compliments. However, he can't help but blather on about how inhuman Ronnie Coleman's contributions to the sport were at this moment. Even though Ronnie Coleman couldn't remain Mr. Olympia indefinitely, his reputation will live on forever. Throughout the year, there have been several competitions in the bodybuilding field. None, though, was as compelling as the one between Ronnie Coleman and Flex Wheeler. These two were fierce competitors because they had great bodies and exercise skills. Notably, the general public became quite interested in their battle when Coleman eventually beat Wheeler at the Canada Cup. Wheeler quickly attempted to make a recovery though. He was certain to take home the 1998 Mr. Olympia crown. Coleman, however, reversed the situation by winning against the opponent he had lost to 11 times. Wheeler had accepted the harsh reality, leaving no space for the latter to score. Flex was adamant about making a powerful comeback after Coleman won the 1998 Olympics. Flex remembers Ronnie defeating him by 2 points or something in 1998. He was thus prepared to narrow the margin the following year. This time, he wanted to perform at the highest level because he felt he had overlooked something. He said, "I came back with a lot better and bigger, and I felt like I could close that gap." However, fate had other plans. Ronnie defeated Flex for the second time in succession the following year, 1999, but he also gave Flex no space to maneuver. Due to Ronnie's flawless performance, Flex had no choice but to concede that there's nothing he could do. In the first 7 years of his competitive career, Coleman fell to Wheeler 11 out of 12 times before starting his quest to win 8 straight Mr. Olympia competitions. On the other hand, Coleman made sure never to lose to Flex over 5 years. 3 times in 1998, Flex came in second to Ronnie. On stage, the two demonstrated great rivalry and regard for one another. The public adored the two and seized every opportunity to be in the spotlight. Even though they quit years ago, every admirer still remembers their stories of professional rivalry. Subscribe to our channel for more content like this before getting smashed by a bodybuilder. Hit that bell icon to receive notifications whenever new videos are posted. Now let's get back to the video. The degree of rivalry is deeply rooted. Some people dive even further into their inner spirits to contribute their entire selves to the fitness field. Some people want to be there, get rich, and then go. Ronnie Coleman, however, was obsessed with weightlifting. Coleman wasn't just a bodybuilder. His elegance and physique were hard to equal. It was motivational to watch him struggle amid the fitness chain's platform. When he ended his job, however, things made a 180-degree change. The winner can now not maintain an upright posture and must use aids to move around. Dorian Yates, a former bodybuilder and 6-time Mr. Olympia winner, predicted his future injury worries were due to his extreme devotion and commitment. Dorian Yates previously addressed the problems one might encounter when working at the top of the range. Yates anticipated the challenges Coleman would likely encounter by taking into account his exercise regimens. It sadly came to pass. Yates also mentioned how Coleman managed it admirably, always grinning. These demanding training regimens led to spine operations, hip replacement procedures, and excruciatingly painful walks. Coleman trained to become stronger and sculpted his body with precision, unlike most bodybuilders who are more concerned with the appearance of their bodies. Coleman's body fat percentage in the earlier years was 0.33%. On an earlier Joe Rogan show, he made this revelation. Understanding the struggles one must face is only normal. Coleman underwent numerous procedures to stay in shape after suffering crippling injuries. Most likely, the weights he raised significantly impacted how he was feeling right now. He deadlifted weights between 695 and 727.5 pounds. He then deadlifted 755 pounds for 4 repetitions and 800 pounds for a double effort. Given the weight he carried, this is simply astounding. He used 200 pounds weights for his chest press. But in addition to his physical strength, one needs the determination to move such heavy objects. Only Lee Haney had won as many Mr. Olympia championships as he had at the conclusion of his career. In conclusion though, Ronnie Coleman is the absolute best bodybuilder. No one can match him in any way. This demonstrates why he will always hold the title King of Weightlifting. The competition between 4-time Mr. Olympia Jay Cutler and 8-time Mr. Olympia Ronnie Coleman has always been known to the world. However, Cutler disclosed a startling fact about his legendary victory that ended Mr. Olympia's 8-year run. It wasn't exactly what it seemed during the historic Mr. Olympia competition of 2006, where Jay Cutler eventually ended Ronnie Coleman's winning run. Except for a dejected-looking Ronnie, the entire globe witnessed the announcement of Jay Cutler as the victor. But Cutler made it clear how he was feeling at the moment. "I didn't beat the best Ronnie Coleman ever, I was just better that day." Despite their fierce public competition, the two bodybuilders admire one another's efforts and commitment to discipline. The professional bodybuilder chose to quit after winning 4 championships. His lack of enthusiasm and drive for activity was the cause. Following his departure, Cutler created his kingdom of nutritional supplements. He still works diligently to maintain his appearance and has a well-kept body. Despite the ups and downs in their relationship, the two will always have the highest regard and admiration for one another. Ronnie and Cutler are both now successful businessmen and prominent personalities. And that's all for today. If you like this video, then please give us a big thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to receive notifications. Also, express your valuable thoughts in the comment section below. Feel free to spend some time watching other videos on our channel, but until then, goodbye.